Houston Street takes over on the mound as the Rockies are 3 outs away from forcing a Game 5 and sending this series back to Philadelphia.
Norvi Torrealba's got to shift gears from hitting hero to receiver right now and work Houston Street through this 9th inning.
Instead of Francisco, it's going to be Greg Dobbs off the bench. The Phillies need a base runner. There's a way to the finish line for Houston Street without having to face Utley or Howard, but he needs to retire the side in order to do that.
Good sinking fastball, excellent changeup. That was the change last night when he got in trouble in the 9th inning. He got ahead of Jimmy Rollins and then started trying to be too careful and missed with some pitches, and Rollins worked the count full and led off the 9th inning with a single, which led to the winning run.
Street entered the game in a 5-5 tie. Howard with the sac fly. Suffered his first loss of the postseason this year. He collected a save in Game 2, but it was a shaky one, as Joe mentioned. And a hit and a walk. But he got Victorino on a little soft pop-up to end it. And that evened the series at 1 apiece. The 0-2 to Dobbs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nothing wrong with the velocity on his fastball. It's low 90s, the last one at 92. But he relies on good movement, good sinking action, and then the changeup. The changeup's a beauty. Looks like it's coming right here.
Got him. To the top of the order now, Houston Street facing Jimmy Rollins. And starts him with strike 1. Rollins doubled in the 7th, has a hit in every game in this NLDS, but just 1 hit in each of the first 4 games. It was his hit last night against Houston Street that led to the winning run. 0-2 the count.
94 on that one. Houston Street is pumped up. Let's see how aggressive he is on Rollins, something he wasn't last night.
The 0-2. Upstairs, Rollins lays off. Houston Street trying to change that eye level. See if he comes back with a changeup against the lefty.
Rollins was very patient last night, laying off pitches off the plate. But I don't think Street was as sharp last night as he is tonight.
Here comes a changeup. The 1-2. Rollins lays off. Street put it in a good spot. Same spot that got him a strikeout on Dobbs.
Watch his arm action. It's a little bit lower. Ball comes out of his hand like he turns it over a little bit on the changeup, but couldn't get Rollins to chase. And got away with one there.
Well, if there is a Game 5 and the Rockies are 2 outs away now, it'll be Aaron Cook. He was the winner in Game 2 against Cole Hamels. Cook beat Hamels in Game 2 in Philadelphia. Hamels watching this game with us tonight. He's back in Philadelphia after the birth of his first child on Friday. Two balls, 2 strikes on Rollins. And a bouncer diving as Barnes to his feet. No chance with the speedy Rollins. Victorino homered in the 1st. And a strike. Sinks one on the outside corner, and it's 0-1 on Victorino. Victorino also a fast runner. He's a tough man to double up.
Big hole for him to work with on the right side if he can pull the ball.
There's a bouncer. It's over the head of Street. Barmes is there. He flips to Tulowitzki, and they get the lead out at second.
Utley had a base hit off Street last night. It set up the sacrifice fly by Howard.
Utley homered last night in the first inning. As Victorino takes off. They were not holding Victorino on. Helton does not want to give up that hole at first base, and that'll be defensive indifference.
I'm not sure that Todd Helton's concerned about the hole right now, Brian. He's almost camped on the line, trying to take away an extra base hit. Rockies don't care about Victorino, as you said. The guy they worry the most about is the potential tying run, which is at the plate. Outfield deep, that give up a single, trying to prevent doubles.
Utley belted 31 home runs this year. 2-0. Street Blue just 2 saves all season. One of the best save percentages in the National League. 35 out of 37. Spent a couple of weeks on the disabled list in the final month of the year. Biceps tendonitis, but has come back strong. Pitched some big games at the end of the season. Well placed fastball, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, nothing Utley could do with that one. That was perfect. Low and away, and Chase has got a very small strike zone right now. Ahead in the count, he can afford to take that pitch and look for something that he can drive. He likes the ball down, very quick in the middle in.
Something we saw from Houston Street in game 2. Normally he's a pitcher that works fast, but being very deliberate tonight, just like he was in game 2. 2 balls and a strike on Utley. Tying run at the plate. 2-2.
That's back-to-back sinkers that were just perfectly placed, running away from him. And Utley can't get out around that pitch, something he would like to do to try to drive it out of here, but not on that pitch, not running away from him. Great pitches by Houston Street. And he's back even in the count, and maybe the time for the changeup. And there's the Phillies, who have been so good in this situation, with an offer working tonight with runners in scoring position.
Oh, just missed. Close pitch. And the count goes full.
They've been working away, but this one a little bit too far. Good try. Not going to get that one, a little too far off the plate.
Chase Utley's got to know he's going to get a good pitch to handle here. Ryan Howard is on deck. Street does not want to bring the go-ahead run to the plate.
He's got to know, too, that everything's been away. They've not come in on him at all. Torrealba to the plate to talk about it. Chase is so quick and short on his swing inside, Brian, that you would guess that he almost has to be looking middle away because of the sinker, and then adjust to it if it does come in. Take a lot of guts from Houston Street and Torrealba to challenge him inside.
Well, the Rockies scored 3 in the 8th, sending Street to the mound with a chance at a save.
One thing he doesn't want to do is start that sinker in and have it come back to the middle of the plate.
Full count, 2 outs. Lost him. Utley walks. And now it's game on for the Phillies. Now we showed you the come from behind wins for the Rockies. They were behind the Phillies in that category this year. Charlie Manuel will tell you, unfortunately, had to do a lot of blown saves this season they were forced to come back from, but nobody did it better than the Phillies in 2009. So many weapons offensively, and they are right in the middle of their wheelhouse. Street faces Howard.
Saw Rich Doobie talking to Charlie Manuel in the dugout. They're looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth in case Howard drives one here and ties it up, or hits one out and puts him on top.
Howard's driven in 4 runs in this NLDS.
Last night on the sacrifice fly, he got a pitch that was down and a little bit in, that he was just trying to stay on. You might remember he talked to David Aldridge after the game and said he was just trying to get something to hit to the outfield, to drive to the outfield, to put the Phillies on top. That had a lot of the plate, and he hit it deep. Got great power the other way. And Houston Street's got to be careful even if he goes down and away.
He struggled with his changeup. That's his best pitch. And his out pitch against the lefty. Torrealba setting up inside. And maybe playing possum as Street checks on Victorino. The Phillies very fast on the bases right now with Victorino and Utley. Utley representing the tying run. The Rockies outfielders might as well be standing on the warning track as deep as they are.
Here's some more of that patience exercised by the Phillies. The great at bat by Rollins, even though he got behind in the count, he gets a pitch he can handle and gets a base hit. Utley coaxes a walk, and now Howard, laying off a couple of pitches, has the count in his favor.
Howard sends one to right. On the run is Gonzalez, and he cannot get there. It bounces off the wall. Can Utley score? Victorino's in front of him. The throw to the plate. Utley scores, and the Phillies have tied it. Ryan Howard delivers. A 2 RBI double, and the Phillies come off the deck to tie it up in the ninth. 2 RBIs for Howard as Street gets ahead of Jason Worth. Now the Phillies can take the lead on a base hit. Boy, how clutch is Ryan Howard. Had the RBI last night that gave the Phillies the win. 2 tonight that ties it. Started with an infield hit from Rollins. Utley with a big at-bat, drawing the walk.
Colorado Rockies this year, when they led after 8 innings, have only 1 loss in the regular season. That was tied for the fewest in the National League. And the main reason for that was Houston Street and his ability to finish games.
And when we began this series, the questions of the bullpen belonged to the Phillies, not the Rockies. Street was so good for him this year as a slider gets Worth out in front. It's 2-2. But Street has struggled in this postseason. He does have the save, but remember, he had runners on base that day. Took the loss last night, gives up the big hit to Howard that ties it.
Something like 25 of his saves have been 1, 2, 3 innings too, Brian, and that's been anything but 1, 2, 3 innings for him here in this division series. Worth cut down on his swing a little bit. He's trying to serve that one.
If you're looking ahead, the Rockies in the bottom of the ninth, they'll have the pitcher spot due up. A lot of left-handed bats on that bench for as Ian Stewart will lead off. And then back to the top of the order, the lefty Gonzalez and the switch hitter Fowler. And Worth sends one to right. That's going to fall for a base hit. Here comes Ryan Howard, and he will score. The Phillies have taken the lead here in the ninth. 3 runs are in. Bimel's numbers during the regular year: 71 appearances, just A situational left-hander, just 55 innings in those 71 games. 2 outs. The Phillies have scored 3, and they lead it 5-4. Miguel Cairo, he was a late addition to this playoff roster. He spent most of the year in AAA for the Phillies in Lehigh Valley. Big league journeyman, been around a long time. Been to the postseason before. And instead of Eric Brundtland, Charlie Manuel goes with Cairo,
who he said was swinging the bat better at the end of the year. And you might wonder, why is Beimel in the game? Well, one of the reasons is Jim Tracy didn't want to have Matt Stairs come up here, so Charlie Manuel elected to go the right-handed hitter. But a huge rally in the bottom of the 8th by the Rockies has been matched with a 2-out rally by the Phillies. At least the hits that put them on top have come with 2 outs.
Up to 3 runs for the Rockies with 2 outs. Giambi and Torrealba as Cairo bounces one to Barmas. The inning is finally over for the Rockies. They are down to their last 3 outs. Their season is on the line. The Phillies can advance. The Rockies will be sending up the lefties as Ryan Howard and Jason Wirt deliver. Phillies lead by a run.